I'm gonna shoot another one really quick. I'm gonna put another port on this saw in the muffler and show you don't need to bolt anything on there or anything. Show you what it comes out like. So get this thing apart here real quick. Got a customer saw here, 371 that I gotta fix, and just kind of trying to knock some things out while I'm not working today. Well, other than this stuff. Show you how we can put a port on this pretty quick. I don't like to put anything on the front here. I like to have some back pressure. And scrunch. So I like to keep this clean as far as back pressure goes. I'm gonna put the port, if you can see this, I'm gonna put the port right here and do that without deflecting this side thing here. So I'm going to leave this rib, and this rib intact. Normally I put them on the can on the side right here, but I don't want to pull the whole thing off to do it. So hopefully it looks. You can see the ported exhaust there. No, hopefully that shows up. Let's see. I can't see in the light. I don't know what the light looks like on this. Hopefully it's not that bad, but you can see the can's empty, the baffle's out, exhaust has been ported, gaskets cut to and the port match into the muffler, all the same. Let me get you, move the saw. It's 372 real quick. 371, not a 372. Do it right here. I think, yeah, you can see. Actually, let me see if I get you out of the glare. Do it this way. Cool. I'm going to stick it in a vise so that I don't have it jump out of my hands. At least I think I am. Usually I just do it with my hands because you're holding on to the bigger muffler, but in this case it's just going to be the face of the muffler. So you could use a regular angle grinder. For this I'm going to use a cutoff wheel, a small cutoff wheel. Hopefully it doesn't blow up on me. I don't know how good it's in there. This is what's in the kit. Oh shit, I thought you guys just fell over. Let me see what you're looking at. Make sure you're looking at. Try and get you up just a hair. Okay, it's better. All right, so if you want to make a line on there or something like that, you can. I'm just going to do it by eye. How do I want to? If I get like this, you can be able to see what I'm doing. Yeah, pretty much. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut just inside the rib right here. I'm going to cut a slot and then bend that slot open into a port. I want to keep the rib for stability on this piece. So you got a bend part here and a bend part here and a bend part here, and those will be good stability. So I'm just going to cut it right on top of that curve right there. It's going to be a little noisy for a second. Once it breaks through, it'll go pretty quick. Just trying to keep it from jumping out of my hand. I'm going to spin it around and finish the other side from the back, just for a better direction for the Dremel. One more time, finish off the bottom here. That's pretty close, doesn't need to go much further. Should be good. So just to show you what I got now, make sure you can see that. There's, don't drop it. I don't know if you can, I'm hoping, I can't really see in the camera because of the light, but hope you can see that line I got cut across there. And now what we're going to do is open up into a port. A couple screwdrivers here. Something decent size. Now if you get in, kind of got to find out what fits at first, but what you want to do is get the corner. I'm going to show you this. Okay, good, you can see it. So I'm going to go into the corners here. I want to get those pried up first. So I get a screwdriver in there and make them kind of look neat. Just tighten up in there. Once you get these two corners kind of bent into up a little bit, then you can go ahead in the middle off that. What do I have with me? It's a pretty good sized port actually. I'm just going to clean it off a little bit. I wouldn't worry about the inside of the port rusting or anything. It's going to get covered with fuel. can see that port. And I think, let me get that one little section right there, it's not quite even. There we go. And I think what I'll do, let me see what I got here for bits with me, but I think I'll try and clean that inside edge out so there's nothing hanging off. Let's see what I got for bits in this kit. Oh, there's a little teeny little diamond. It's got diamond on it. Yep. Probably do it with that. Let's try that. Show you what I use for porting too when I'm done here. These little cheapo diamond, fine diamonds aren't good for much, except for maybe going in and easing port edges and stuff like that. If you want to go in and you want to spray it black and everything, that's fine. The thing is going to get covered with fuel and oil pretty quick, and more than good enough. I am going to just wipe this out quick, just make sure I don't get any, I'm just going to run for a paper towel. Back. Now, this is a pretty significant port, guys. If you can see that, that's a pretty big port. Let's see if we get the white behind it, maybe. Kind of looks cool. Looks like it's supposed to be there. Just one slit and then open it up. Just going to clean out the inside, make sure there's no metal in here. Still a bunch of goop in here from assembly oil and stuff when that saw went together. It's all going to burn out eventually. But now, instead of getting all this back pressure from this, I am going to have pretty free-flowing muffler to go along with that that baffle being gone. That's more than good enough. I am, let's see, I do have a couple of little dinky, if you can see these pieces hanging out. Oh, no, they just came off my finger. You could get in there and do those with a, you know, a file or anything if you want to make it look pretty, but I'll just blast them off with the diamond real quick. Make sure it's nice and rounded. Probably should have done that before I cleaned it. Not very much coming out there with those diamonds, guys, believe me. All right, so let's put it back together. Where are, let's see over here. Do I have my, bent a little bit. What are you guys looking at? Me get you a little bit more. Jeez, I bent all the legs up. A little bit more like this. Okay. So we're just going to put this back together. Make sure you start everything by hand. Start everything by hand so you know it's not cross-threaded. Let's see if you can see me still. Yeah, pretty much. Very important to not cross thread them, obviously, anytime. And the reason I left these ribs in this one here is so that it didn't distort this edge, which it didn't. I'll just put them all the way in by hand, it's just safer. Probably fire this thing up and see what it sounds like. What do you think? See if I can rip my arms off. Thing killed me last time. Still cable rings and low squish, and they tend to be bears for the first little while starting them. Thing was donkey beating my ass while I was tuning it, because I was tuning it for a couple hours. I ended up finding ended up ripping the carb apart, and I found, you know, new Walbro WJ76, and the metering level was low. So I ended up fixing that, cleaning the carb out, fixing the metering level, putting her back together, and that fixed the problem that I was having tuning it. This thing's got the intake floor, it's built up 40 thousandths to get me to 80 degrees. Versus they come at like 90, which is kind of a death sentence for a spit back and loading up and the whole 9 yards, being finicky at idle. I think I've got her pretty close to figured out now, so I'm going to see if I can start this, pull her up, and let you hear what it sounds like. Yeah, so actually, I don't know if it's back pressure or what, but it didn't donkey kick my ass after putting that port on it. You can see it's oiling real good. Obviously, it's just got this little dinky 25 sword on it right now, but see it's oiling real good. Here's what the port looks like. You can see what the port looks like. And it's got double ports on this side and nothing in the can. You can see, actually, you can see the light inside the can, I think. So she's pretty emptied out now. That port's pretty good size. It beats, I think it beats drilling a hole in it and screwing a port on there. Like I said, normally I put them, let's see if I can do this with one hand. Normally, if I get my finger up there, normally I put them out here on the side of the can right there, so I don't have to worry about it distorting on the side of the inside can. But I don't mind where that is right there. Actually, it looks pretty good. It's going to get darkened up. You can open it up more if you want to. You know, I could take that whole edge out in there and make it a little more oval if I wanted to. I think it's probably more than good enough though. It's real snappy for, with the port work and everything, it's real snappy for a big saw. Sounds good. We'll, how much time I got on this? 22 minutes. Let's go make a cut with it real quick. Sounds like she's running pretty good. Should fire it off now. See if I got a log up there. I don't know where am I gonna put you? Actually, let's do it on the other end. Do it on the big end. I haven't milled this log yet, so it's probably, yeah, good, perfect. There's a big chunk hanging off here, so it needs it anyway. So where am I gonna put you? Hold on one sec. Let's get you this chunk of oak right here. Let's see if I can get this thing flipped over. Chunk of oak right here. Apologize for not having chaps and shit on, but welcome to my world. Don't have any ear protection on, no chaps. Just going on the Neanderthal on you guys. And if you don't like it, you're right to not like it. I don't really care. Give me a comment about it, I'll delete it. Don't worry about it. All right, let's see how she rocks through that. That's probably, I don't know, 18, something like that. Pretty dry. Son of a bitch. Sure. Nice hypo saw, perfect drop start, and you fall down, of course. Let's see here. Get these feet flat. Alright, let's try it again. So get this feet flat so you don't fall down. Alright, let's try it again. On the Neanderthal here on the she's spinning up pretty good. You see all the knots I've cut through. That upcut was a straight knot cut. You see knot. straight through the knots. The down cut didn't have any knots in it. You can see it right here. Chain's cutting pretty good. It's just a stock chain off the wall. I haven't done anything to it. Just straight stock chain off the wall. I am gonna have to check the high side again, see where she's spinning to. She sounds like she's spinning up a lot. I thought I had it around 13,000. It was still 4-stroking really hard. And I think when I get done tuning, I think I just put a squeech on the high side. My guess is it's spinning a little higher than 13,000 right now. Still 4-stroking a little bit on that, so still pretty safe. And yeah, and you can see how it's weighing in there. I can't tell you. Put the 25 up here. So it's probably 20 inches across. Not exactly the hardest wood in the world. Definitely not the hardest wood that I have out here in the wood lot. But she runs good. She runs good. That port is going to work great. So that's it. Welcome to Extra Muffler Port 101. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Peace.